There is another a very important method of detection of DSP-SC waves, which is called, which is known as the coherent detection or synchronous detection of wave. Why it is called coherent or synchronous detection? What we are doing is that at the receiver end, if this is the modulated wave, so at the receiver end, we are simply multiplying we are simply multiplying the incoming, this is the receiver end. We are simply multiplying the DSP-SC signal at the receiver end with a locally generated oscillator of the same frequency, and one more thing, and phase. This is the condition for coherent detection. The frequency and phase of the local oscillator which is being multiplied by the DSP-SC signal, it must have the same frequency as the carrier frequency which was used to generate the DSP-SC signal. That means ST is given by AC cos 2 pi FCT. Then you can see this FC must be same, that means the frequency of the local oscillator at the receiver must have the same frequency as well as phase. That means the phase must also be same with that present in the with the carrier wave used to generate the DSP-SC signal. You can write here one point as condition for coherent detection of DSP-SC wave. Condition is the local oscillator at the receiver must be in exact frequency and phase with the carrier frequency, let's call it CT, which was or which is used to generate BSP SC wave. You will see how it is happening. Now once the wave is generated, then it is passed through a low pass filter to obtain the demodulated signal. Mathematically we can write what we are doing the product. So let's say let's call it as VT, let's call it C dash T, not CT, call it as C dash T, because we have already taken CT as AC into 2 pi cos 2 pi FC into T. Then we are doing the product, then VT is given as ST multiplied by C dash T. So ST is simply AC times of MT cos 2 pi C into T multiplied by AC dash cos 2 pi FCT plus, let's say, some phase is present here. So VT can be written as 1 by 2 AC times by MT cos 4 pi FCT plus 5 plus MT, half is MT into cos 5, right? So this is the component of VT which contains the message signal. So we will apply a suitable low pass filter to obtain the demodulated signal. But the condition here is that, let's say this is V0 T. Then V0 T will be given as AC by 2 MT into cos phi. Then V0 T, its value will be AC into MT by 2 when cos phi equals to 1. That means when phi is equal to 0, but its value will be 0 when cos phi equals to 0, when phi is equal to plus minus pi by 2. That means when phi, let's call phi as the phase error. Why we are calling it as error? Because we have already given the condition that the local oscillator must be in exact frequency and phase with the carrier frequency CT, which was used to generate the DSP-ST wave. That is why we are calling phi as error. And when error is around pi pi by 2 radian, then the signal fades away. That is why the coherent detection or the synchronous detection of wave can only be used when there is no phase error, or the local oscillator and the carrier frequency is exactly synchronized in both frequency as well as phase. We can also write a point here is that for a phase error phi, the demodulated signal, or as we can simply write as the message signal, attenuates by a factor cos phi. So in order to take care of the phase error, we have to apply an extra circuitry. One such method is called Costa's receiver. Let me draw its block diagram. So this is the block diagram of the CoStar receiver. Now what's happening here? The incoming DSP-SC signal is passed through two channels. Let me divide this. This is called I channel, this part, or this is the in phase. Why it is called in phase channel? That the local oscillator is directly being applied to the product modulator. And the other channel is called the Q channel or the quadrature channel. Because the local oscillator is applied with a phase shift of 90 degree and then applied to the product modulator. Then after passing through the low pass filter, we obtain a signal with an attenuation factor of cos phi, and for the Q channel we are obtaining the message signal with an attenuation factor of sin phi. And what is happening? We are applying both these outputs to a feedback system or the negative feedback system, which is called phase discrimination. This is a negative feedback system. The purpose of the phase discrimination method is to correct the phase of the local oscillator to match with the incoming carrier wave CT. So what is happening? Let me redraw it. This is the phase discriminator. One input coming from the I channel, sin phi. What are the components of the phase discriminator? A phase discriminator contains a product and a time averaging unit. And this is the Q channel input, and this is I channel input. And this whole functional block diagram is the phase discriminator. And this output is then passed to the local oscillator. As we can see, the output of the phase discriminator is then being passed to the local oscillator in order to correct the phase of the local oscillator and to match with the carrier frequency. So this is phase discriminator is a negative feedback system used to correct the phase of the local oscillator in order to match or synchronize it with the incoming carrier frequency. So what actually is happening here, let's say the signal here is GT. Let's call it GT. Then what we are doing, we are multiplying the I channel and the Q channel outputs and then passing through the time averaging unit. Then GT will be given as half AC into MT into cos phi multiplied by half AC MT into sin phi. Now for a small phase error phi, we can write cos phi. For very small value of phi, cos phi has a value nearly equal to 1, and similarly sin phi will be equal to 5, taking the limit phi tends to 0, small phase error. Then we can write GT as 1 by 4 AC square MT into 5. And then let's call it G dash T. Let's say it is G dash T here. Finally it will be GT after passing through the time averaging unit. Then finally GT, it's GT, this is G dash T. It is passed through the time averaging unit. It will be 1 by 4 AC square into 5. This is M square T. You can see MT into MT, M square T. That will be 1 by T, say minus T, 1 by 2T minus T to T, M square T dt. This is the time averaging unit. This is average power of MT. Know that this is the average power of MT, which is also a constant. Now this quantity is a constant term, and taking these as constant, we can write the GT proportional to the phase error phi. Now let us see what's happening. Let's say this is the carrier wave. Let's say carrier wave Ct is given by AC 2 pi Ct. Then take the case for phi greater than 0. In that case, let's say the local oscillator let's say it is given as AC 2 pi time, sorry, let me correct it, Ct, let's say Ct is given by AC times of cos 2 pi Fc into T. This is Ct, and let's say, let me correct it, and let's take a case 1 when phi is greater than 0. In that case, let us define the local oscillator as C dash T plus phi. Because it has got a phase error, let's say the phase error is phi is greater than 0. In that case, C dash T will lead Ct by phi radian. Let me draw. This is C dash T. Now, for the purpose of synchronous detection, the condition is that phi must be 0. In that case, what will happen? Since Ct is leading C dash T, C dash T is leading to Ct by angle phi, then what will happen? What will the phase discriminator will do here? The frequency of the local oscillator, it will decrease the frequency temporarily. Let me write a statement here. For phi greater than 0, frequency of local oscillator will be temporarily decreased let me correct it. The frequency of the accelerator will be decrease till it matches with the phase of the incoming carrier frequency. Ct. See, right now it is leading by an angle of phi. Now it will start decreasing its frequency. So what will happen? Let me redraw it. if this is the carrier frequency Ct, before applying the phase discrimination, the local oscillator is leading by C dash t. Now what will happen is the frequency will decrease to match the carrier frequency. Now they are perfectly synchronized. Now you can see now they are perfectly synchronized when phase is equal to 0. When the phase becomes 0, the phase error becomes 0, then the phase locking occurs. The phase get locks at phi is equal to 0. Similarly, for case 2, when phi is less than 0, in that case Ct leads C dash t by phi radians. In that case, what will happen? Frequency of C dash t will increase to match with Ct until the phase locking occurs. So in this way, we do the method of, or this is how we detect the DSP-SC signal by using coherent detection, by applying a negative feedback which is known as the phase discrimination, and this whole system is known as the Postas receiver. We will continue our discussion. Thank you.